Babylon with Bob, still about the relationships. I was talking about how you were in a public setting and your child's acting out. Maybe to the society's way of saying, well, that's inappropriate. That's not right. Well, a lot of things aren't right in life. We just got to deal with them when we're out there in the so-called public arena or society's arena. Thing is that you just got to let your child express their emotions and feelings, and as time goes by, they will begin to gain some self-control. But you have to allow them to express their feelings. Put up with that, because it's not their problem, it's your problem. It's on how you're going to determine how to relate to that emotions and feelings. And if you're thinking about if you're going to be a parent, you need to really think about all these things. Can you deal with the emotional demand from a child? Can you maintain self-control with your child? Can you have the ability to see things more clearly, that that child is trying to express their feelings and emotions the best way they can? There's a need there somewhere. Either they have a need for attention, because here's the thing, if you don't spend quality time with your children, I'm talking about quality time, I'm talking about sitting down with them on the floor playing with Barbie dolls, or allowing the girl to put makeup on your face, or your daughter put makeup on your face, or playing with Barbie dolls, or you have your son you can do things with. Because let me tell you, if you have a son or a child that is completely healthy, you've been honored another gift. Now, my son is developmentally disabled, born with severe autism, mental retardation, and most people look at him, or the psychiatrist would look at him and say, for an autistic person, he sure gives a lot of eye contact, facial expressions. He's very affectionate, where some autistics are pretty much stone-faced, don't show no emotions. Well, here's the thing. Ever since my child, I always give him lots of hugs. And the thing is, no matter how many times he pushed me away, I was determined to enter his world. That's what I said. Enter his world. Not have him enter my world. For me to enter his world, I had to continue to try to embrace him with hugs, continue to tell him I love him, and try to sit there and find out, well, like if his way is rocking back and forth, jumping up and down, and yelling, or whatever it is that he does to express his emotions and feelings, I would do the same. If he rocked, I would rock. If he played with a toy a certain way, I played with the toy the same way. Try to reach inside his world, and then as time passed, he peeked out inside my world and started interacting with me with eye contact, giving me hugs. You know, he could not talk, but you could see the sparkles in his eyes, the $1,000,000 smile, telling you he was happy, he loves you. And when you see that smile, that's all that really makes a difference. Because it's the smile, the sparkles in the child's eyes, that tells you that how happy they are. Now, why would anybody want to try to go in there and intervene with that happiness? Such as, some people would think, why is that? My son's 26-year-old, remember now, right now. Okay, if you looked at him, you wouldn't think anything's wrong. Until he started singing opera. Because when he starts that outburst of verbal sounds, I guarantee you it makes your brain cells jump right out your ass. If you're not paying attention. Gets me all the time if I'm not paying attention. I'll jump and more brain cells will just go popping up my ass, and boy, it gets my attention real quick. Well, anyway, now, my son plays with boxes and connects. And he carries these boxes everywhere he goes. And people will look, man, why is this guy walking around with these empty little Debbie snack cake boxes, playing with his stick in this box and putting that stick on that box, moving it back and forward? People look at him like, man, something really wrong with that guy. Well, that's his security. For whatever reasons, over the years, for some reason, those little Debbie snack cake boxes that are empty, those little toy Connect sticks, is like his gold, his security. I mean, he'll look at those boxes like a rich man would look at a bunch of bars of gold. For some reason or another, these boxes, these little empty Debbie snack cake boxes, gives him some kind of happiness. And here's the thing I've learned. If my son could sit there and be the happiest person in the world over this little empty box, and I start looking at my life, and I start thinking, well, perhaps some things are empty in my life, but I can learn to be just as happy as he is. Because I've learned that the happiness is the things that are around me. What do I have? What should I be thankful for? Not to take one thing for granted. Now, if you put yourself in my son's situation, which I recommend people to do if they really want to understand autism or developmental disability, put yourself in a room, for a whole week. Have somebody lock you in that room for a whole week. Okay, now put duct tape on your mouth so you can't speak or ask for anything. Now you're in this room. What you should also have in this room, maybe a stereo that's full blast. Have a flashing light in there. And I want you to sit there in that room for a whole week, 7 days straight. Remember, you can't ask to go to the bathroom. You can't ask for anything to eat. Now, how are you going to achieve that? How are you going to achieve something to eat? Being locked in this room for a week. And how are you going to achieve to use the toilet? So, you're locked in this room. You can't communicate to the world what your needs are. You have all this noise going on around you that's overwhelming you. There's lights flashing, music blowing, people talking in a stereo. And you can't, and it's dark in there. Can't no lights on, just a flashing light going on, stereo full blast. And you're sitting in this room for a whole week. You cannot communicate, well, I want something to drink. I need to use the bathroom. I need something to eat. I want something. And you can't get your needs met because that door's locked. You can't get out. Even if you got out of that room, you're trying to tell this other person, look, I need something to eat. I don't feel good. I hurt. I have this headache from all this noise. My stomach's bothering me. You can't communicate any of that. All you do is make all these loud noises because that duct tape's over your mouth, preventing you from saying any words. So you're then, well, people look at you like, what the hell's wrong with you? You can't come out with what you want to say. Can't communicate to anybody what you need. So here you got, sitting in that room, you pissed on yourself, crapped on yourself, because there ain't no bathroom. Can't get to the bathroom. You're starving. You're thirsty. Here's another thing. Next time when you have a craving for something, deny yourself that. Because, I don't know how to get that. I have this feeling or I have this sensation or hunger for something. I'm running out of minutes here, but the thing is, put yourself in a situation where your needs are not being met for a week. And then you'll understand somebody like that's developmentally disabled that can't talk. Meantime, I'll catch you on the next video, relationships. And we'll be talking more about this and how to interact with the human race. Because it's about having a relationship with the human race on some level. But reaching that hand out there to take a risk. That's why it's a risk. Because that hand sticks out there, going to be taking a risk with something, someone, some way or another. Catch you on the next video.